Chainsaw Man. I'm going to throw this over to Josh now because he's volunteered to take on Chainsaw Man.
Sure did.
Go for it, boy.
Alrighty. I actually did not download it on the tablet yet. Just give me 1 second.
Wow. Unprofessional.
Okay, guys. Chainsaw Man, chapter 100.
100.
How to walk shoeless. Yeah, 100. That's so funny that he didn't even make it to 100 to end the series, the first part of the series.
Yeah.
I think he could have did that, but whatever. Good for him for not forcing it, I guess. For fighting the OCD urge. Anyway, yeah. How to walk shoeless. This isn't one of those out there titles that's like metaphorical or something, or meant to be like a joke or a clever remark on the situation of the chapter or reference. That happens, guys. And that's about as exciting as it gets. Now let me stop. So anyway, we start back off where we left. Where last chapter we had the main character, Mitaka. What's her? Asa Mitaka?
Yeah, Asa Mitaka.
Yeah, we had the main character Asa end up getting involved in this club that hunts devils. I guess after school, right? That's
yes.
Club Secrets.
Yeah, they just allow children to do this. They're just
right. This was a confirmed thing that we all accepted.
Yeah, let's give these teenagers weapons and let them walk around the school.
Yeah, the school.
They're in the school.
I thought they would walk around the neighborhood.
Well, I think they're like part of the assignment is a neighborhood, but they're also they're in the school right now.
Damn, is that lethal at school? I think I'd hunt for devils. I guess like the miniature ones, the ones that could probably grow into something worse if left.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. This isn't Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, they have a chicken devil.
Oh, yeah, the more fear they have, the stronger it will get.
Yes,
right? So
yes.
All right, fair enough. Anyways, yeah, so, you know, they're doing this seemingly harmless club activity. Asa's like really feeling like down on herself. I mean, she feels super awkward that she's grouped up with this guy that gave her a hard no when her alter ego war devil asked him out purely for the sake of taking control over him. That was a cool little quirk that the war devil has. Anyway, yeah, so she's dealing with, you know, the fact that she's in a group with someone that rejected her cold and hard. And, you know, she also feels bad about killing that devil chicken thing.
Bucky, the chicken devil.
Bucky, when she fell on it and its guts spilled out. So, you know, she's an emotional wreck. Plus she died. And like I said, has her body taken over by something else. So life's rough for Asa, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna try to take that from her.
She's really going through it.
Been going through it. She walks in the hallway and sees like these 3 girls, I guess from her class, and she makes eye contact with one of them, it seems, and they just kind of like walk past her, and they start talking a little bit of shit, like when, you know, like behind her back, and like kind of laugh at her expense. So, you know, she feels like shit. And she decides to say, fuck it, I need to go home. I'm going to make an excuse. I can't deal with this shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I just remembered I had something to do. Wow, she could have did a little bit better than that. What's crazy is that she actually is going through something like physically.
Yeah.
But I guess she doesn't feel like mentioning that. No, I think she said if she like lets anybody know, she'll the war devil will kill her, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sucks to be Asa. Yep. Anxiety galore. Plus, she's a high school student. I think those same girls apparently like broke into Asa's locker and threw, I don't know, chicken livers on her fucking sneakers.
That's
like
chicken. Yeah. That's raw
morbidly
chicken.
Creative. Like, I'd never thought about doing that. That's pretty crazy, man. The pettiness. They have pretty creative levels of pettiness in Japan, apparently. At least from the perspective of this author, which name is
Tatsuki Fujimoto, I think his name is.
Thank you, Chris. Where would we be without the unbiased king? Anyway. So the guy is in the group with them. It's like, and she's like, yo, like, you know, you good? And then she notices that the raw meat in the locker, and, you know, Asa's like, I'm fine. And she clearly knows she's not fine. So she kind of like, you know, Asa decides to walk home barefoot. I remember the title of the chapter, guys.
Yeah.
Learning to walk barefoot or something like that. Yep, it happens. This is it right here. Yeah, you know, Asa's reflecting. She's a teenage girl. Life is already tough, you know?
Yeah.
Aside all the other bullshit.
Yeah, she was already like kind of a recluse and, you know, not really fitting in. And now this just made it 10 times worse.
Right. And like the crazy part is she starts getting fake consoled by the war devil. Because she notices that she's so depressed that she's like literally like damaging her feet walking home like shoeless. She's like, shorty, you're wilding. Like, what's up? She even offers like, oh, like, you know, I seen what happened with those bullies. We got bullies in the devil world too. You need me to clean them up for you?
No I problem. Am indeed the war devil. This is what I do.
Yeah, it would be nothing.
I retaliate. I retaliate for sport.
For sport, yeah. Like, I literally sit here and wish every moment of my existence that somebody would. You feel me? So
yeah, I wish somebody would devil.
Right. Homegirl from the group earlier ends up catching up with Asa, and she's like, "Oh, like, you know, if you're gonna walk around without shoes, I'll do it with you. Matter of fact, why don't we split shoes so that we share the pain?" That's a real ass bitch right there.
Mm-hmm.
We need a drop for that too.
I mean, I'll use that. I guess I'll use this for now, though.
There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. So, right now, I just want to let you guys know something. It is much better to walk home barefoot than with one pair of shoes. Not only does it actually not feel good, like walking after a while, but you are hurting. You get damaging your back, I think.
Mm.
You know what? I'm not a physician or nothing like that, but you could Google it, guys. Walking with one shoe damages yourself. Take my words for take my words lightly if you want.
Yeah.
Don't let them say I didn't tell you.
Hey,
anyway,
the more you know.
Yeah, but Shorty doesn't know that. All she knows is that she wants to help out Asa, but no other reason but the fact that she can see someone is clearly in a lot of angst and pain. You know,
she's just a good person.
Right? Good for her being a good person.
Yeah, which means she may or may not die at some point.
Oh, why do you have to go there, Chris? You know what? Let me get to the end of the chapter. So, okay, trust me, not much more of that. So yeah, you know, Asa fights. She's like, no, I don't want to. You know, I don't want to take one of your shoes. That's weird. I'm too miserable to have you help me out. You know, I know how it is. And she's not taking no for an answer. And she said, let's go. Let's get up out of here. So they run for what I assume is miles. Over to wherever the fuck they live, and you know, they may or may not have permanent lower back damage, but I think they definitely built a friendship, which is valuable.
Mm-hmm.
So is your lower back, but friendship is also valuable.
That's true. Right? I mean, those are true statements. I would say.
I think so. I
would say those are real statements that you can make about things.
And then, like, so they make it back. I don't even know this girl's name with the glasses. Actually, did she ever ask her name?
Yeah, they mentioned it once, and I just don't remember what it is yet.
All right, so if you're not going to make the effort, neither will I. So
I'll make the effort while you recap.
There's Asa, and then there's the cool ass girl. All right, so her friend, who's the cool ass girl with the glasses. They make it back to her crib, and she's like, all right, since I'm back home, I'm gonna just give you both my sneakers, you know, and give them back to me, or keep them, or sell them or throw them away.
Her name
It's
is you.
whatever.
Her name is Yuko. It's in the very beginning of the chapter.
You just couldn't, like, you just had to do it, Chris.
I don't know. I was working. I had to do what I had
No,
to do.
I'm impressed, man. I'm not disappointed.
Yeah,
I guess that tone did sound kind of.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I wasn't doing nothing.
No, man. You're dedicated to your craft, bro. Yeah. So, like I said, she gives her the sneakers. She's like, oh, do whatever with them. It's cool.
Mhm.
See you tomorrow. And this is why Chainsaw Man is really good. Like, one of the reasons Chainsaw Man is really good, in my opinion, because, like, even on this last page, when she kind of just, like, is walking and looks down at her shoes, and just the facial expression is very organic. It's like a girl, she's, like, kind of like, oh. Like, you could see that the blend of emotions there. There's these actually look kind of nice. And, these are comfortable. Or, like, she could be thinking about, like, wow, that was really nice. But one thing's for sure, she doesn't look miserable right there. That small gesture kind of helped her day out. And I think that kind of was the point of this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
But that was it, guys. Oh, but right before it ends, the War Devil's like, oh, all right, so should we go sell those? She didn't say that.
Yeah.
And Asa's like, are you fucking dumb? No.
No.
I'm going to keep them forever. As
Yeah.
a token of our friendship. Not you, though. You're an asshole.
Yeah, you're the War Devil.
That's Chainsaw Man, guys. Any thoughts?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
what's
your thoughts, Chris?
That was interesting. This series.
It wasn't bad. It just
No. I really like this chapter.
It was a cool chapter. It was very Chainsaw Man-y without the action,
Yeah, I mean, Chainsaw Man is very. When you think about it, like Chainsaw Man's action is very condensed, and the rest of it is just weird, deep stories like this.
Yeah.
Because when Denji was the main character back in the day,
back in the day,
yeah, a lot of it was about Denji just being a person. Like he's like, for those who don't know, Denji like comes from less than nothing. He's like
less than.
Yeah, he's the brokest of the broke, and he sold his eyes and kidneys for like money, like just so he could buy food. That whole story was him just like reaching humanity to a point, coming from like his darkest depths. This chapter, it's a different story entirely. Obviously, this is like, for all intents and purposes, it's kind of a normal girl, going through kind of normal things, except for the War Devil. It's kind of like an interesting parallel to Denji, in a way, because Denji is also merged with a devil at the beginning of his story, and Asa is not dissimilar in that way. But yeah, it's two different stories, and I like the title is just like How to Walk Shoeless. There's this like it's just like a nice story about kind of like bullying, and it's like a good example of how to be a good person to someone who's being bullied. You don't need to fight their battles for them. You just need to show kindness where you can, and Yoko did that definitely, just by sharing her shoes with them, even though it destroyed their lower backs probably. But the sentiment,
yeah, for sure, shredded their whole lower back section
because they were sprinting. Yeah. But it's funny because it's like it is the two extremes of human kindness and human cruelty. I guess in this setting, in a high school setting, when you look at bullying, it is just the example of how shitty people can be, but also how nice people can be. It's not like a monolith. People are not all good or all bad. And we definitely see that with Yoko being the other side of the coin to those girls. It's very funny because this chapter you will blast through. This chapter is 22 pages long, almost like it's 19 pages long. I read this in like 2 minutes because a lot of it is very much spent establishing these like quiet moments and setting up these moods and really letting you just share in the emotional pauses that Asa is having in any given moment. whether it's the realization that like these people don't like her, the trauma that she's suffering from accidentally having killed Bucky, and just her absorbing kindness in a way. Those are, yeah, Chainsaw Man's like something else. I don't think I've ever read a manga like it. It's very strange, very deep.
Yeah, there's a reason it sticks out.
But that's what I had to say. It probably would have been. Well, I don't want to say that. I don't know. I don't know what would have been my second place, to be honest, this week. Everything.
I know for sure what was my second place.
That's fair. I don't know.
It was not this. This was actually in last place. But
Whoa!
only because the other chapters were so good.
Yeah, and no, everything was good this week. That's why I gave.
And yes, I am also saying My Hero Academia was good, guys. Let's be very clear.
We'll cross that bridge. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, that's all I got to say about Chainsaw Man. I thought it was very interesting read. I like it a lot. Brian, what did you think?
I thought it was a cute little chapter, aside from the shoes covered in guts.
Yeah, that was gross.
Though this chapter is pretty much setting up that girl to become a weapon for the War Devil.
Oh, for sure.
Pretty sure that's what's gonna happen.
Without a doubt. Oh my god! Why? I forgot he gives it up like that, man. I'm not attached to the friend. It's just such knowing that that's definitely gonna happen. Like don't even get it twisted. Don't even think for a moment that she's going to be alive for more than like 10 more chapters.
Yeah.
I give it more. I give it less than 3. 3 or less. She's gonna be dead. Mate, she might even die next chapter. To be honest, let's be
damn, Brian. Cruelty.
The moment she sees the moment she sees Denji, instant. Can rip her into a weapon.
Well, anyway, continue on, Brian.
Well, no, I mean that's it. It was a nice little chapter. The friends are probably going to become weapons soon, so we'll see. I'm just excited to see Denji. Like, this is the same thing I said last week, but I just want to see him, man. I want to see my boy.
Yeah. Well, I guess all that leaves is Josh. If you have any deeper thoughts about it.
No, I actually don't. I just really want to emphasize that I did really enjoy this chapter. It was a pleasant read, and again, this was a heavy week. It had to contest with the return of One Piece.
Yeah.
And a few other chapters popping off. It didn't even have Jujutsu Kaisen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been crazier. But yeah, it is what it is.
All right. Well, with that being said, I suppose we should move on to our next series.